What was it called again?
Going up to get down.
Man.
Get down with your bad self.
Hey.
It's too hot in the hot tub.
Wow.
And speaking of hot,
It's fucking hot outside.
it is effing hot outside for sure.
It's the hottest day of the year right now.
So far. So you're saying it can get worse?
Oh, I'm 100% saying it will get worse.
It's a dry heat. Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice. The bad man.
He
voted
Baxter.
Baxter.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
That is Poor Decisions.
It feels good to be back in the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, because the tap room was nice.
Yeah.
It was awful echoey.
Oh, did you hear my voice? Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from Cellar Tween to Brew Team.
I still haven't processed that podcast yet, or that episode yet, but
yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of work on my part, just because
Yeah.
it's also
Almost 2 hours long.
almost 2 hours long. It's like an hour and 40 minutes long.
That's gonna be a treat for the listeners.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little extra work on that one though. Like
Yeah.
I might not editing, but definitely some extra processing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I might have to go in because like Nigel and Nolan were sharing a mic.
Yeah. Well, and he was also using my mic too at one point. Nolan was.
Yeah, he was. So definitely
he was going back and forth.
Yeah, need to do some upgrades to the system,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
And maybe, if we can get some serious upgrades, we just get a better one for the dungeon.
Yeah, and then this could be the roadie.
And then this could be the roadie.
This could
Literally,
be
the roadie roadie.
The road roadie.
The road roadie.
I like it.
Or the roadie road?
The roadie road.
The roadie road. That's what it would be. Yeah. It's the road for the road.
Yeah.
So it's the roadie road. And Zeke is...
He gave me his donut.
He's like, play with me, human. Dude, the other one will be here later. I'm sure she'll play with you for a little bit.
Zeke, you can lay on the ground, man. It's nice and cold.
It is nice and cool down here. And you're
Don't
just
give me that look.
penting up a storm right now.
I see you looking at me.
How are we feeling about this? Welcome to Poor Decisions.
Yeah,
by the way.
I think we said welcome, but
we didn't say
welcome.
The name. And we were discussing it earlier. I have an idea for an intro where a lot of times
Do we want to spoil it now, or do we?
No, we can spoil it. That's fine.
But do we want to though?
I do.
Okay.
I'm all about spoils.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I mean, granted, I don't really care. Like people
Yeah.
are like, "Well, I'm going to spoil it for you." I'm like, "Okay."
That's
That
fine.
just makes me
I don't
more
care.
interested in watching it
Yeah.
and figuring out how things happen.
Yeah.
Like I've spoiled stuff for myself. Like when I've watched shows that are already over, like on Netflix or whatever.
I do the same thing.
I'm just like, oh, I wonder what happens with this person. I go there, I'm like, oh man, they die. Because I did it with Doctor Who, a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I know this doctor's leaving at this time, or I know this companion's leaving at this time, and it still fucked with me.
Yeah.
Because of how they filmed it.
I never remember spoiling things for myself.
Yeah.
I've got the attention span of a gnat sometimes.
That was like almost a throwback to the first episode. What was it? Goldfish brain, elephant memory.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there'll be the 25th episode.
25th, 24th, something.
Yeah, and, TBD.
Yeah.
We'll get back on track. And Nigel's like, oh, that's cute. You guys still number your episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't hit over 100 yet.
Yeah, we're not.
Even though they do chapters.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as the spoil, like I was talking about, there's a lot of times where we're talking and then it's just like, why aren't we already recording? Then we hit the record button and just keep talking. And it's literally like the intro is going to be like,
That will be the intro.
Yeah, that's basically the intro. It's like, welcome back to Poor Decisions already in progress.
A podcast in progress.
A podcast in progress. So what if you missed the first 5 to 10 minutes?
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything important.
No.
It's not like we're solving
World
problems
I mean,
here.
we're trying.
Oh, yeah.
We're solving something.
Tell no one.
Yeah.
Like the Grinch. Solve world hunger. Tell no one. Anyway,
Well, should we get into it?
we should definitely get into a beer.
How about a beer?
Yes, sir.
We're 4 minutes in. We need a brew.
Oh God, it's already been 4 minutes.
I know, man.
Damn.
I know.
Time flies when you're podcasting.
When you're just blabbering.
When you're bullshitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to save this one. I feel like we should do this one as a reel.
Oh, see, and that's a 903 one again. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that should be another reel.
The Fanta.
It's a Don't You Want a Fanta?
Yeah. So it's based off of Fanta. But again, it's a 903 one, and the last time we did a 903 one, that did not end well.
Let's try this off color.
Beer for lounging.
Beer for lounging.
Yeah.
It's American Pale Ale.
The next one, we definitely got to do one of those last two that we found.
Yeah.
It's almost like we need to get you and I a mobile headset with good mics on them. I like the coloring on it. I feel like I need to change this music though.
Yeah, this music's fucking weird.
Oh, here we go.
What in God's name is this?
Ska.
Is this ska?
Yeah, Ska Jones is the name of the song.
It sounds like mariachi music.
Yeah. You gotta pick.
Mary Scotchy.
Pick it up. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
You hit the wrong button.
Trying to get back on track.
Oh yeah. Considering you didn't have the thing for the last episode.
I was blindingly hitting buttons for like 10 seconds.
And then you finally figured out what some
there it is.
And then Nick just bitched the entire time. He's like, I don't know what you're pushing right now. I have no idea. Nick was losing his freaking mind.
Yeah,
because
sorry guys, we don't have extra headphones. Maybe you should have brought your own.
I realized it later. I'm like, I could have plugged them into the front of the road.
Oh well. Here we are.
Lesson learned.
Living and learning.
Yeah.
That smells good.
Yeah, it's got a good malty smell to it.
Yeah, it kind of has like a...
I mean, it's American Pale Ale.
It's got a biscuity, like, malt
Definitely.
base to it.
It seems very mild for a Pale Ale.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
What are the hops in there again?
Hops are Cascade Whole Cones.
Oh, man.
It didn't say wet hop, though. It just says
No.
Cascade Whole Cones.
That's good.
So it makes me wonder, like, okay, did they freeze, like, whole cones?
Cryo hops.
Oh, that's becoming a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Secret ingredient. Hop backing whole Cascade hops.
What is that?
Good question. It says it's only a single hop.
Wow.
Because there's a little label here on the back of it.
Interesting.
But it is a session. At 5%, yeah. No, this is
This is
good.
solid.
It's a chupacabra.
Or no, it's
capybara.
Capybara, yeah.
Capybara.
Chupacabra.
Well, I'm thinking of the Arnold guy that we...
Yeah, capybara.
He did a whole video. We've had some off-color stuff before.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. No, they do solid stuff.
I like their labels. They're like super minimal in terms of just like design and color.
Color is minimal. Design
Yeah.
is actually, it's not really like a minimal, not the most minimalist design we've seen.
Yeah.
It's actually got some great detail. It reminds me of like, almost like, Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
Book.
Like that,
You know,
art style.
That art style. And it's like
Yeah.
some of those books that we grew up with.
Yeah. That's a good beer.
No, that's a solid beer. So the girl I'm seeing, she's like, what are you guys going to talk about this episode? I'm like, no idea.
No
Good question.
idea.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about, so I was at Beer Kitchen last night.
Oh, yeah?
And I had their patty melt.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking like, oh, you know what? I would put this like in my top 5 like
really?
sandwiches. Like
because Beer Kitchen can have some solid stuff.
Yeah,
But
but
I've
I just
only
mean
eaten
like
there once.
I just mean like a patty melt in general.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in my top 5
Oh,
sandwiches.
as like all patty melts?
Yeah.
Say like, I don't...
I'd say
I will
in,
say-
in no particular order, patty melt, a Reuben.
I got to put Reuben on top for me.
I'm gonna go with a French dip. Because I love that au jus, man. I could just drink that shit like fucking water.
Yeah. That reminds me of one of the food trucks we've been having come in that they do the burrito sauce.
Oh yeah.
We're like, what's Mexican for au jus? And
that.
people are like, it's burrito sauce. Just call it that.
That's what it is. So yeah, Reuben, patty melt. What did I just say? The French dip.
French dip, yeah.
I enjoy a good Philly.
Nailed it.
That was good.
That was a good throw. Nice belch.
A Philly sandwich, and I like a good like club.
Yeah, I do enjoy a good club. I enjoy some grilled cheese. Like one of the best grilled cheese I've ever had. It was up at Reading Terminal.
Now, are you a grilled cheese that has to have tomato soup on the side, or can you eat it like?
I can eat it by itself.
Can you raw dog a grilled cheese?
A raw dog grilled cheese. I can. I mean, I do.
No tomato lube for you.
No, or the tomato, the au jus of tomato, tomato sauce. Can I get that tomato sauce? Sauce. You mean like ketchup? No.
Marinara.
Yeah, not that either. Although, I mean, good grilled cheese with a solid marinara dipping sauce.
It's good.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do like me some tomato soup.
Yeah.
But usually I'll do that like if I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
Or it's like cold outside.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So grilled cheese is on your list.
Grilled cheese, definitely Reuben. Like if I'm going to a place,
I love a Reuben, man.
and like it's actually.
I'm a sucker for anything with toasted rye bread.
Yeah.
Which is why I also like a salami on rye. Oh,
Well, that's why I always used to love Schlotzsky's.
Ah, man, they were so like unappreciated.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a couple of them.
There's a
around,
couple
but,
in the area.
Yeah, but they're not quite the same though either.
No.
But yeah, like Reuben, usually like if I'm going to a new place and they have a Reuben, that's when I'm probably getting.
Yeah.
A few times.
I'll judge a place on its Reuben.
Yeah, there's been a few times where I'm just like, yeah, you have a Reuben, but like, I really want to try this though too, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that.
Yeah.
And next time I'll come back and get the Reuben.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes I have not. But like I know, like Burn Theory, especially the one out in Belton, like they've had a couple patty melts.
Yeah.
That were really good. They did a patty melt Reuben.
Ooh.
That was really good.
So you know what? So, okay. So these are your 5. You've got a grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm. In no particular order.
In no particular order. Mine was in no particular order.
Okay.
So grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese, yeah. Reuben for sure.
Uh-huh.
I do enjoy like a good patty melt, I guess, if you will. There was something else I said and I forgot. See, not really a French dip guy though.
Oh, I love French dips.
I mean, I do enjoy a Philly. It just depends. To me, it depends on how much bread is.
Yeah.
Like how thick the bread
Now
is.
with your Philly, do you like the easy cheese or do you like?
That's the proper way.
It's got to be easy cheese.
Yeah, it's way unhealthy for you, but that's
it's
the proper.
so bad, but it's so good.
Because that's one of those things I learned from another podcast years and years ago. It's like, I need a Philly with or without.
Yeah.
And that's with the cheese or without the cheese.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I like it with
there should be no option on.
I like pepper jack, but
yeah.
Give me the easy cheese, man. I want that. I want that cheese whiz. You got my cheese whiz, boy.
And honestly, like there's some people like, oh, I can't do like the the peppers and stuff. That's not a Philly then.
No, you're not. You're just having some hot meat sandwich.
F&A, cops.
Hit the wrong button.
Phrasing.
You're like, God damn it. F&A, cotton, F&A. I mean, it works.
It works.
God, I'd have to think about that. I mean, is wraps included in that?
Nah,
Are we talking about like
sandwiches
between breads?
Between breads.
See, and this is where my head goes devil advocate. And
Hot dog?
Well, not necessarily hot dog, but like I think I've showed you this chart before. It's like the chaotic, the neutral.
Yeah.
The true neutral is just like a regular sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And then you have true neutral or whatever, or true good.
Chaotic neutral, and just like chaotic.
Chaotic evil is a Pop-Tart.
Yeah. Hey, man. There's something to be said about that. It is a dessert sandwich.
It is, because it's technically, between two slices of...
Well, it's not. It's just like it's a wheat-filled thing.
A wheat-filled thing, yeah. And they are not healthy for you at all.
So, okay. Go on with your sandwiches.
Oh, man.
Because I have some OLIs, some outside-looking ins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm blanking right now, so go ahead with your...
So my OLIs are PB&J.
Yeah, that's a solid.
Chunky.
The
Chunky with strawberry.
What about the Crustables?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's been so long since I've had one so I can't really like.
Have you ever done them frozen though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like freezing a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. No one should do that, by the way. Do not freeze a Pop-Tart.
No.
They're not called Pop Freezes or Freeze Tarts.
Freeze Tarts. Beer name?
I would drink the shit out of that.
Freeze Tart.
It's gonna be like a pastry stout with Pop-Tarts in it. Chocolate, the double chocolate Pop-Tarts.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But see, if it's like Freeze Tart, I'm thinking it almost needs to be more like something fruity.
No.
Like a slushy type of beer.
Nah. I think it can still be a stout with Pop-Tarts in it.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. That way we don't get a cease and desist as well.
So yeah, OLI, PB&J with chunky and strawberry. Probably a Nashville like hot chicken sandwich.
So we're doing like full on sandwiches, like like the Popeyes style chicken.
I mean, that doesn't. No, I'm just like any sort of Nashville hot chicken.
Okay.
Like it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
All it needs is the chicken and some pickles.
Yeah.
Yes, pickles.
Pickle? I'm down with pickles.
Oh no, yeah, oh yeah.
Like I'm not gonna eat pickles like all the time. Like I know people that just like ad nauseum eat pickles. Like,
My cousin as a kid, he used to eat pickle and ketchup sandwiches.
I don't know about that. No, you're fine.
Let's say, are you trying to?
I was trying to find a Sharpie.
Oh, I thought you were trying to sneeze, or
No, I would have hit it.
you were frantically.
No, because I realized, like, oh,
Okay.
shit, I don't have my Sharpie because I took it with me somewhere else. Come off it.
So yeah, Nashville hot chicken sandwich, PB&J, BLT, man. I forgot about BLT.
You see, and that's where kind of like the grilled cheese can be versatile.
Yeah.
Of, like, and that's what I think I was kind of heading towards was BLT as well.
Yeah.
Because I do like.
It's such a classic sandwich, man. It's so easy.
Oh, yeah, it's so easy.
3 ingredients, maybe
Yeah.
mayonnaise.
I mean, I like my mayonnaise. And then again, like, I do enjoy a belt.
Yeah, with
Occasionally
egg.
with egg,
Oh
yeah.
my god, yeah.
And so, like, that was
It's a
what I was
great
saying.
summer sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's probably the best summer sandwich.
It's not like terrible for you as long as you don't go stupid with the bacon or mayonnaise.
I mean, you got to go stupid with the bacon though.
I mean, okay, selective. Like,
I had
okay, a little less mayo then, right?
I think the last BLT I had was from Burn Theory, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
But like going back to the grilled cheese, like I remember when I was up in Reading Terminal, which is like a bizarre, shopping area.
Yeah, yeah.
like-
Not a weird shopping
Not a
area,
weird thing, but like
a bazaar.
they're called a bazaar, right?
Yeah.
In the back, they had this grilled cheese place, and I was up there for a soccer coaches convention, which was up in the convention center, which is right above the Reading Terminal, and it was just a grilled. That's all they did was grilled cheese. I
Yeah.
went there for lunch,
Yeah.
and for like an extra $1, this was probably 15 years ago, at least 10 years ago. For an extra $1, I could add bacon, and it was like an 1/8-inch thick bacon.
Oh man.
And I'm like,
Thick cut.
it was super
Thick.
thick cut. It was
Thick.
that boy is thick.
That's a thick bar.
It was so good. I went back for dinner. The exact same thing.
I went to when I was living in Los Angeles, my cousin and I went to like I think it was just like a grilled cheese, like it was, I'm pretty sure it was just food trucks that only offered grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Or like that was the only food that was served at this like event. It
Yeah.
was like a grilled cheese event, and it was amazing.
See,
It
this
was
is
so
funny because
good.
like we literally just had this conversation, I think yesterday or Saturday before you came in, about like a good grilled cheese can go a long way. Because I think it was yesterday because somebody came in, they were like, "Oh yeah, I really like the Chives grilled cheese," which yes, it was good. I always felt like the bread was a little too toasted.
I thought the bread fell apart too fast.
And I think that's because it was just a little too.
It was too
Toast.
porous. It was too porous.
It was very porous,
too much of an open crumb
and I think
on that bread.
maybe if they didn't, again like toast, a little too toasty
Yeah.
for my liking.
Yeah.
It had too much crunch.
I like the texture. I like that balance of texture of crunch and creaminess though. And my
Yeah.
grilled cheese.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I've had some terrible bread, so
Oh, me too. I mean, as a kid, it was fucking like Wonder Bread.
yeah. Or
and,
sometimes you
and
go
American
on a
slices.
go on a field trip, and then all of a sudden
Oh.
you get your sandwich out, and like bread's like almost soggy.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
eaten plenty of soggy sandwiches.
Me too. Oh my God.
Anywho,
So yeah, I guess that's kind of my OLIs.
okay. I think I've pretty much gotten up to like 5 now, haven't I? I mean, granted, again, I said grilled cheese, BLT/BLT or belt, Reuben.
Yeah. Would you say Philly as well?
Philly, I'd put in.
You'd put
there.
Philly in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on amount of bread
Yeah.
too. Because like one of those that fill 'em up truck that we've been having come in, like the first time I did their Philly, it was good, but it was a very large hoagie bun.
Yeah. There's too much bread.
Then I feel like I'm starting to lose flavor.
Oh, you're also just losing filler.
Yeah.
Or no, it is filler. It's all filler, no killer.
Yeah. Now that same truck though, they do a Philly cheesesteak fries.
Oh, those fries.
Those
man.
are fucking delicious.
Yeah, those nachos that they make with it too are fucking.
The nachos are good, but
Yeah.
I like to do the fries because then I can just eat it all with a fork.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like I can get more freaking just
Get more in
stabbing
your
it.
mouth.
Yeah, phrasing. Wait for
I'm
it.
just gonna do this one.
Giggity. Yeah, there you
That
go.
one
That
works.
Do I need to update this thing for you or not?
I think
Update
it looks like it's a little faded.
It's a little faded.
It's just been so long. I know this one's phrasing.
Phrasing?
Yeah.
And this one's phrasing.
Hey, phrasing!
Well, we how many more phrasings do we need?
We just need the 2.
Yeah. Do we even really need the 2 sometimes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about that in the last episode.
I feel like we just need the first one.
The phrasing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Like we can probably get rid of the
Because then we've got...
hey phrasing.
Where's Clap It Up? Is that Rick and Morty?
Clap it up, everybody! Come on, clap it up! Yeah, doesn't even sound like me.
No, it doesn't.
I nailed that one though too. Clap it up. All right, this beer's been solid.
Yeah, I like it.
But honestly, it's again stupid hot outside.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to get done with it and move on to something else.
Yeah, me too.
So, bottoms up.
Cheers.
All right. Maybe that's just a new
There we
portion where we're like, hey, we're ready to move on to another beer.
Bottoms
up. Let's go. All right. And then I moved this over here, so anyway, we got
More room.
yeah.
I like it.
I just still working on rearranging stuff.
Have you started that Batman set at all?
Nope.
Neither have I. Still haven't opened up the box yet.
I've at least done
I
that.
really want to just buy a second one, man. But that's financially irresponsible.
Yeah, that definitely would be right now. Because I know you got your wedding coming up too.
Yeah, we're close, man. My suit's coming in today.
Oh yeah. So it'll. I mean, by the time this comes in or this comes out,
And I will have tried on the suit.
and hell, by the time this comes out, you'll almost be just like 2 months out
2 months out.
because it's September, right?
Yeah, September 14th.
Nice.
Did you get your invite in the mail?
I haven't checked my mail.
Okay.
All weekend.
Okay. Well, you might have a wedding invite in there.
Okay.
Be
No.
sure to RSVP.
Nolan, you need to close the fucker down.
No shit.
Just saying. Because
Come on, man.
clearly it's going to be a Saturday.
Yeah, it has to be a Saturday.
I mean, and I think, the way we were going a couple months ago, that, yeah, we were going to end up having to have a part-timer. That's fine.
You want to
Yeah.
try this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
How about a beer?
So, we need somebody that can open and close. That is
Yeah,
not
we need
one
a
of us.
proper full timer.
Yeah. Well, not even a proper full-timer, just part-timer.
Oh yeah, I meant to say part timer, not full.
I mean, ideally, because what time of the day are you doing?
It's at 5.
At 5. So, ideally, somebody could open, right, and then be able to make it to your wedding, as long as the part timer that's closing comes in, maybe a little bit earlier, and but maybe Nolan will be cool, and
I don't know.
he'll
We'll see.
we'll have Micah work or not Micah, like Michaela work. I don't know why I said Micah. Michaela work, and then maybe he'll come in and close it down or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, a new beer. Here we go. Cheers.
A new beer,
How about a
cheers.
beer?
Wait, wrong one.
You already
Shit.
did that one. Do I need to rearrange these to
No,
be more?
I just need to get on my game.
I mean, it would make sense if I did move some of them around.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like I lean towards these ones.
Yeah.
More.
And you don't need the
I
well,
hardly-
clap it up. We don't use as often.
Yeah.
I mean, and giggity we usually do more of the phrasing.
I feel like so keep how about a beer?
Yeah,
here.
that's good. But then move
this
maybe
this could be phrasing.
close enough.
This could be the clink.
You think so? Well, clink is a top.
Yeah, let's keep the clink there.
And people are like, what the hell are they talking about right now?
Yeah, this is great audio.
Oh, yeah. We are nailing this podcasting thing.
And maybe, because I do like the anime wow. I like the wow.
Well, we can keep that where it is. But you said, God, that thing's loud, too.
It's very loud. Jesus
Well, at least
Christ.
to us, it's loud.
Yeah.
So you said do phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing down.
So I got to write these down.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody listening.
We're still working on this.
Phrasing, glass clink where it's at. How about a beer's where it's at? You said, which one?
Yeah, how about a beer?
Yeah, I got that.
Blue is phrasing.
Phrasing, yeah.
This could be...
Let's clap it up now.
Let's clap it up. Maybe make that the anime wow.
You want to make that anime way? Okay.
And then keep the glass clink up at the top.
Okay.
And then wherever...
And that's anime way now.
That
Wow,
could
now.
be that could be clap it up.
Clap it up. Okay. And that's almost like a swap.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, because then that's almost like a swap for 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Or not 1-for-1, but anyway. And then we'll figure out something else for the hay phrasing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, let's get into this beer.
Yes.
This is from Brewdog.
Which I've been really wanting to try something. I think maybe I've tried one of their beers before.
Oh, that was nice.
I'm on one today. Maybe Pickles helped me burp.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pickles.
This burp brought to you by Pickles. I've been getting really good about just not segueing, but like doing weird random vamps or like almost like ad placement type stuff. Because like one of the podcasts, that Nerd Poker podcast I listen to, whenever they're doing like, dex checks or, complicated dice rolls. Yeah. They'll ask one of the guys, what is this dice roll or dex check brought to you by? Oh, this is brought to you by, he did his whole Chili's thing. It was like, Chili's too, because when you're in the airport and you want to also go to Chili's. and then later, like he did Chili's 3. If you don't hate yourself enough, try Chili's 3.
Chili's 2, Electric Boogaloo. Now in theaters.
Yes, that would be great. Speaking of...
so this is a Imperial IPA from Brewdog.
It has some souring to it.
It's called Tropical Storm, 9.5%. Brewed out of Ohio. Columbus.
Ohio. It almost has like a sour type smell to it.
Yeah, it does. It smells tropical.
But that is definitely an IPA.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that, though.
That kind of reminds me of, there's a Voodoo Ranger out there, like an Imperial, like tropical IPA that Voodoo Ranger does. This is very similar to that.
Yeah. I'm not mad at this, though.
It's good.
No, it's solid. And like on a hot day like this, and it being Imperial, what's the ABV on it?
9.5.
Does not taste like a 9.5.
No, it does not. That's kind of sneaky.
This would be a good summer beer.
That's solid.
Very nice, Brewdog.
Very nice.
Very nice. This is my wife. Wow. Yeah.
King of the castle.
I get the beer. He must get the beer. I buy a craft beer. He cannot afford. Great success.
Oh, maybe wow wee wow should be a button.
I'm sure I can find that. Because I know there's a couple sites.
We say that stupid shit enough. Might as well be a button.
We get rid of anime wow.
Yeah.
Just do wow wee wow. All right, we are alrighty. We are.
So we talked about sandwiches.
Yeah, we talked about sandwiches. There was something and I save so much shit on my phone.
Since it's hot, what's your favorite summer beer?
See, that's the thing. Like everybody always talks about, it's not stout season.
It's always stout season.
It's always stout season for normal people. Well, I say normal people. I'm definitely not normal.
No, we're not normal.
But for a lot of people, they'll drink stout. Like I'll drink stouts in the summertime.
Me too.
I mean, and that's one of those things. Like our flagship, Tippin, it's a higher ABV, but it is not a heavy or thick beer, really.
No, God, that's such a good beer.
Yeah. So I came across this. It's a
what?
We're both just
what? It's the pickles, man.
Apparently, it says I present to you a '90s band alignment chart. So it's almost like like a quad type of thing. At the top you have angry. At the bottom you have horny. On the left you have happy, and on the right you have sad.
I feel like Nirvana's right in the middle, right?
No, close.
Are they more on the...
Oh, well, no, I'm saying you want to try and take a guess on who's in the middle? You were very close with that thought process.
Smashing Pumpkins.
No, although they are not far off from the center.
So they're more sad, I'd imagine?
No, actually, oddly enough, no. They are more towards happy, angry.
Interesting.
Pretty central. I'm trying to see if I've seen Nirvana on here.
They've got to be on there.
I'm not seeing them right off. Oh, wait. No, they're more towards straight towards sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Foo Fighters is right dab in the middle.
Right in the middle.
So like I said, you're not far off.
I was going to say Foo Fighters.
I almost want to
be Dave Grohl then.
I'm like, you're about 25% right. So, can you imagine who is like happy horny?
Happy horny, 90s band.
Late 90s. Think late 90s.
Late 90s.
Sweat.
Bloodhound Gang. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then because you're great with better with the bands and stuff like that. Angry Sad.
Angry Sad. I'm gonna say Soundgarden.
They're not in. Oh, they're just inside of that. But I'm talking about like they're higher angry, closer to further sad. And it's one I'm sure you're familiar with, but
is it Radiohead?
I did just see Radiohead on here
Because they're definitely sad.
They are pretty much
happy.
more along the lines of straight sad.
Okay.
I was talking about Deftones.
Oh yeah, they're definitely angry sad.
Yeah, and then so let me start saying like, okay, as far as bands, then where do you think Cake is?
Cake is happy sad.
Happy. It's happy.
Oh,
they're
they're on the x-axis, right?
Happy sad is the x-axis.
It's the same axis.
Where angry horny is y. Yes.
So they are. They're happy horny.
Happy angry apparently.
Interesting.
That is interesting, really, for that one.
So many of their songs are sad though.
Yeah,
it's
like
all breakup
sad
songs
for breakups or you even not stick shifts.
Sad songs and waltzes.
Yes, that's what I was thinking with sad
know?
songs and waltzes. Because like sad songs for breakups is like a Fits in a Tantrums like album.
Yeah.
Sublime is like almost like the furthest over to Happy Horny.
That's fair.
Weezer is in that group.
Yeah.
Morphine, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Morphine. God damn it, I
Flaming
love
Lips
Morphine.
and Blink 182 are kind of all in that happy horny area.
Yeah.
There's not as many bands in the horny sad, oddly enough. Like Gin Blossoms is kind of really close to horny.
Yeah.
But under. Blur.
Yeah.
Is in there. Pulp.
Yeah.
The Cure.
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails is the furthest. Which
they're definitely.
That one makes sense.
They're definitely angry.
Well, that's sad. Sad horny.
Sad horny? Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fuck you like an animal? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feel you from the inside out.
Yep.
The one that's closest to sad is, what is it, Mazzy Star?
I don't know if I'm terribly familiar with them.
I'm not familiar with them. And then No Doubt is like the closest to happy. But it's funny because like No Doubt is just towards angry, where Blink 182 is just down towards horny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then like in the happy angry area, which doesn't make, that seems like an oxymoron, right?
It makes no sense at all.
But then you have like Bad Religion, Faith No More.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cake, L7. What is it? Veracruz Salt, Smashing Pumpkins, REM, Nana Surf. Nana Surf is like right teetering.
REM is on the happy?
They're like right on that line, that x-axis line.
Interesting.
Soundgarden is, but then they're like right here in the middle. There's like a circle kind of too.
Man, Soundgarden is like,
They're
I feel
like
like they could be angry, happy.
But they have them more towards like angry sad.
Yeah.
Oasis is more towards angry sad.
Yeah.
You got STP, which is like sad horny, but like just in there. So like, here, I'll show you the thing so you can kind of see it now.
Oh, Rage is straight up angry.
Oh yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Alice in Chains, angry, sad. Yeah. Cranberries. Yep.
So I just came across that, I think, like this morning.
Offspring is like riding the circle of.
Yeah. And like I said, Foo Fighters is like right there in the middle.
But I feel like Offspring can be all of them. They should be in the middle as well.
And maybe that's why they have the whole circle aspect.
The circle's got to be like, these can kind of
go anyway.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Ayo.
Phrasing.
There we go.
See, now I'm going to end up changing those buttons and you're going to end up hitting the wrong
Oh, yeah.
buttons.
Yeah, it's going to take some time. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't agree with Morphine being happy horny. Morphine is fucking sad.
See, that's me. Like Radiohead to me is
okay. So they're in
sad.
it's the sarcasm belt, is what I'm seeing these bands are in, and that is definitely The Offspring.
Uh-huh.
That's definitely Cake. Smashing Pumpkins, Happy, and that doesn't, I don't they're more sad. They're sad and angry.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part,
But
I feel like that's pretty spot on.
That's always one of those subjective things.
Yeah. Depending on the song and the day and the mood of the person listening.
Yeah.
Because look, when I'm like feeling especially sad and I want to like lay into that, I'm listening to Radiohead.
Yeah. Well, because I know like Tool was on there too.
Yeah.
And like
they're angry horny. Like Tool would be angry horny.
But then again, that's like literally
the same. It's the same axis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you need more like a Venn diagram type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, then you have like just like all of them kind of encompassing each other.
Yeah, we need a Venn diagram and not just like this weird.
Man, that's something we should work on for ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
This song's kind of goofy, but
Ray of Sun by Adam Paul Courtenay. You are the most devious bastard in all of New York City. Oh man. God, there was something else I wanted to freaking look up, but
it sounds like a happy birthday song.
Kind of, yeah. I can see that.
Happy birthday to you. Do 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 do.
Damn it, why am I blanking on this? And now my internet's kind of slow.
Happy birthday to you. Boom, 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 boom.
That reminds me of Scout Camp. Like they did multiple birthday songs. They had multiple birthday songs. And I never memorized the sad one. But like, sometimes rarely would they do the normal birthday one.
Yeah.
But usually a lot of times they would just end up doing the quick birthday song.
Yeah. This is your birthday song. It isn't
very
very long.
Hey. They had a sad one. It literally talked about like, the Easter Bunny broke his leg. There'll be no Easter eggs, but happy birthday. And like
Wow.
everybody would end up grabbing like napkins or whatever and like toss. Santa Claus broke the sleigh. There'll be no presents on Christmas Day, but happy birthday.
Yeah, that is sad.
Where
does that fall on that spectrum there?
Well, considering it was Scout Camp, we should probably keep it away from the lower
half of that spectrum.
lower half of that spectrum. Yes, sad, angry, perfect.
Definitely sad, angry.
Definitely sad, angry.
Yeah.
Like it's like outside of the
Yeah.
because like there's been reservation dogs that nobody really ever knows how they get there. They just live there.
Yeah.
And so there's multiple camps within the reservation, and then each camp has its own like activity areas.
Almost got it up the stairs.
Nice. But they have their own activity areas and pools. But then there's certain camps that have certain like merit badges that can be done only at that camp.
Yeah.
So there's a bus that goes between the three different camps, and like the dogs would just ride the bus. Like the bus driver had certain
Just
stops
like stray
to make.
dogs. Just
They literally like everybody knew who these dogs were,
but
and
where did
kind of
they
knew
come
where they
from?
came from. Like there was there's a couple farms around there too.
Yeah.
And so like they would just show up, and like the bus driver would stop to let the kids on, and the dog would inevitably one of the dogs, because at one point they had like 3 of them. But then apparently there was one that just kind of like was getting very old.
Yeah.
And wandered off into the middle of something, and one of the bus drivers ended up hitting it.
Oh.
And
That dog did.
Yeah. And so the staff then painted this humongous. It was like right in the middle of an intersection of between going out into the main road and to lead to another camp. And so literally the staff end up painting like this intersection-sized tribute to this dog that was named Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
And so that becomes part of the song too.
That's hilarious.
And they literally name like, I can't remember, like it's like bus driver hit old Blue right in front of the, and then everybody points to the RHQ, so reservation headquarters, because that's where it was, and everybody like always points towards it. But happy birthday.
So that dog became part of the canon.
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And that was probably happened when I was in a youth.
Wow.
And they still do that today.
Wow.
Like there's kids that have no idea.
And they're just like, we're just saying it because we have to say it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's so like the Scout Reservation, that I did a lot of growing up on too. Like it's one of the few Scout camps in America that does more than 7 days. Like it's a 10-day camp.
Wow.
And because a lot of places don't do, like 7-day camps, but then a lot of those camps also, they do like cafeteria style dining where you come in, you get a tray and you just kind of get served your food and you go on, right?
Yep.
Like they actually have set times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you have assigned sections. And so the staff always sits in the center, and then you have 4 other sections, and then they always make a thing. Like each year is like a theme. Like one year they did, like Harry Potter. One year they did like Pokemon. So it's like, all right, the Charizard section, go get your food.
Yeah.
And so like what you would do is like you'd go get your food, but it was like always in like serving dishes.
Yeah.
And you'd bring it back to the tables, and then everybody would serve.
Yeah.
The food and stuff. But then they would do like contests and stuff, and so like, and that's one of those things. Like so, like name was Lord Baton Powell, which brought Scouts to America. He was big on just educating as well. And it's like he's been known for saying like 6 days at Scout camp can be worth more than 6 months in an office, or something like that. And like there's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the experiences that you get at camps like that, so
and the knowledge you attain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I've always been big on Scouts, because like I learned way more from doing stuff like that than.
And you build bonds and friendships.
Exactly.
And
I mean, and that's why I feel like so we've developed some of that, like even at the brewery. Just because we're very open and jovial with a lot of people too. Because you can go into a bar and just nobody's talking to anybody.
Dude, I fucking hate that, man.
I mean, like, and I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast before, but like when I was working at that place, the main office was down in Springfield, and I found out there was a brewery that was going to be closing like that next week. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go check it out. And literally went inside, there was maybe 15 people there. And they had a bigger tap area than our own tap area. And they had some outdoor space too. And so most of those people were sitting outside actually. Because it was early June. And so it wasn't so stupid hot.
What was that brewery called?
Lost Signal.
Lost Signal. Yeah,
because it was an old radio station.
I'm about to say, I remember seeing like an antenna.
Yeah.
Or like a dish of sorts.
Yeah,
a satellite
dish. It was an old radio station.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like there was 2 bartenders, which, I mean, how often do we have 2 bartenders working? Not frequently.
Yeah.
Like there may be overlap.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's some, whenever
Part
Michaela comes in on Thursday evenings.
Yeah, I mean, like, because even like when there's one of us, usually the other ones.
The only days we don't have it is Sundays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have, and there's overlap, but a lot of times, like, if we're slow enough, the other person's doing something else. Like you came in Saturday and you were doing some cellar work. And then you got done doing that, and then I started doing some event space work. And then we had a small overlap of like, okay, we're busy. Like, hey, we're both helping each other out. But like literally, I sat down at the bar for like probably 10, 15 minutes and wasn't even acknowledged.
That's what happened to me when I went to it's in the Crossroads.
Imperial?
Is it King G's? What's the name of that?
I haven't been there.
So it's like it's in the same strip as City Barrel.
Oh, okay, that far over.
It has food.
Yeah. I haven't been there then.
So I met Gina there a few months ago, and I met her and her coworker.
Yeah.
I got to throw the donut for Zeke.
He's already
look at him going.
He's like, I'm gonna try and beat you to it. Oh, he had to go all the way up the stairs to come back down.
So I think it's called King G's.
I think I've heard of that. See, and I feel like that's the place that Dorothy's talked high upon.
But I went in there, and they had been, sitting there with a beverage, and they left a spot in between the two of them for me to sit, and I sat down for 10 minutes, and everyone just walked by and looked at me, and I finally had to like flag somebody down and be like, hey, can I get a beer, please?
Yeah, I mean,
and there were 5 fucking bartenders there.
Jesus Christ,
5 goddamn bartenders.
And I acknowledge, like, there's been times like people like I run off to do something and I come back and like somebody snuck in.
Oh yeah, every time I go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
there's like, oh, of course. The moment I go to the bathroom, people come in.
Yeah, because like yesterday, literally, Kenny came in and like as I'm walking back by him from the bathroom, I'm like just in my I didn't see him at first. Yeah. But I'm like, as I walked past him, I'm like, wait a minute, there seems like there's an extra person here. And I looked over, I'm like, oh, hey, Kenny, what's up, man?
Yeah. But like, I feel the same way of just like going somewhere and like, no one's talking to anyone at the bar.
Here's the important part: did they apologize for taking so long?
No.
See, and that happened to me too. But then there's been times where when we're working and it's like, oh, sorry, we didn't see you there. Like,
yeah. Always apologize, man.
Yeah.
No, that shit pisses me off.
Like,
I don't know if it's just because we're like so used to like greeting. We greet. We try to. Sometimes
when they come in the door.
We definitely greet about 95% of the people that come in.
Yeah. I mean, in Primo, as soon as like a lot of because that's the nice thing about there is we can see a lot of people coming up to the door.
Yeah.
So as soon as they come in the door and we see them start coming around that corner, it's like, hey guys, how's it going?
But like that's something I've picked up. Working at Starbucks, working at Parisi, working at the sushi restaurant, like you greet every single person that comes in.
Yeah.
And then when they leave, you thank them for coming in.
Yeah. And that's, I think that's something that's lost. Like, Gates is
how may I help you?
As soon as you open the door, like, do they even know what they're doing anymore? Or is it just
it's just a meme?
It's just ingrained.
Yeah.
Where like they're just like they hear the door. Hi, how may I help you?
Yeah, that's
like, there's 20 people between me and you. I'm like,
hey, but at least they're greeting you.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
They're not looking at you, but you're being greeted.
So I mean, there's a little to me there's a little bit of the genuality there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's nothing genuine about that greeting. It's a blanket term.
Yeah.
And if someone snuck in while you didn't see them, then you're greeting them as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a good beer.
Yeah, no, that's solid. I don't know if I'd be able to do a lot of it though.
Because
towards the end, I started getting more of that malty taste.
Yeah. Well, thank God it's only a 12-ounce, 9% beer.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it stayed cold.
Yeah.
Which is funny because then we use the lager glasses.
Yeah.
Which are supposed to keep them longer anyway. So. But I mean, we are starting to come out of that cooler. Do we want to get one more in?
Let's do one more.
All right. Let's get one of those ones one of those last ones.
Pilsner.
All right. Oh man, I'm excited for these. We were both we both saw these like, oh man, these look solid.
They are room temp now though, so there's that.
Oh yeah. I've been kind of looking at like little mini fridges that will hold like 12 cans. Cause like there's some that are like $50 to $70.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, maybe that like put that up here on the little counter thing.
Hey man, go to Menards, get that 11% rebate.
Well, I don't know if they have something like that. I've seen some of like Best Buy though too. Because like I know I bought for my older son for his birthday last year. I bought him. That was a overly poured can.
Yeah,
because I'm like
that's a heavy 16-ouncer.
That is definitely a heavy 16-ounce because these glasses are way fuller than I expected them to be.
So this is After Rain by Hop Butcher.
It's really cool. Again, that can art is just like very sketchy. If you will. And when I say sketchy,
Bedford
I don't
Park,
mean like
Illinois, aka Chicago.
Chicago.
We got tasting notes: floral honey,
okay,
sweet lilac, crisp tangerine peel. This is a Liberty and Sapphire hopped Pilsner. 4.75. Just like, come on. It's either 4.7 or 4.8.
Yeah, like you're not like, oh yeah, I could definitely taste that 0.05 difference.
I wonder if that's a state law though.
Because we've seen that a couple times.
Yeah. The only one I've like seen that on where I'm just like, thank God you did that, was when it was like 6.66.
6.66.
Yeah.
Which is probably not. But I'm like, how can you dial it in that?
Well, and then there's people who are just like 4.20%, bro. Just like, no, that's not a thing.
No, it's just 4.2. Yeah.
Unless that zero is followed by, 0.1 and then 0.6, then
that would be a good one. 4 point. Oh fuck, I'm rusty on that.
4.2001.
No. Well, no, I'm thinking about pi. No, that's 3.416.
3.146.
Yeah, 1416. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, you can whichever one. That's fine. Cheers. There you go.
There we go.
You're like, fucking what's up?
Son of a bitch.
I like that smell.
Oh, it smells really good.
It's got fairly good head retention on it too.
I had a Japanese rice lager at Beer Kitchen yesterday.
We were talking about that the other day.
Man, it's such a good beer. I
You
love
doing
that shit.
your wasabi based one with ginger?
Maybe as a homebrew,
Yeah.
but I can't make a pilsner on my scale. I don't have the money to
No.
lager. So, but this is a good beer.
I literally told somebody was talking about a beer yesterday. I'm like, at this point, you have a better chance of trying to convince Conor to do that.
Yeah.
For when he
Not Nolan.
potentially takes over, because Nolan's not going to do certain things because just of certain things you have to do.
Yeah. It's going to be a bitch to clean that shit.
Oh
but-
yeah, and that's probably why.
man.
That's one of the reasons why he doesn't do some of those stuff.
Yeah.
Because of his, he probably has PTSD from doing
I mean,
the Schlafly pumpkin beer.
I totally get it now with the
Having done some different beers now too.
well, and just like cleaning. I totally understand, especially not wanting to do another corn-based beer anymore
Oh yeah.
after the Prohibition-style lager.
Yeah, and I see, I feel bad. Like, I completely dictated that style and didn't even get to help.
You weren't there. That's right. It was just me and Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was funny because then he's like, all right, I need styles. And I'm like, this. And everybody's like, yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. But now I'm just like, damn, I should have done like a Japanese rice lager.
Yeah.
Like, that'd have been fun.
Yeah. Probably a little bit easier to clean than the corn one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because,
I don't
even
know.
the liver rye, he said, you got to be careful with that. Otherwise, that stuff starts becoming concrete.
Yeah, that shit sticks. Yeah, those protein-heavy mashes can get crazy. Which is why he started off doing the brew for the no-name wit. And then once it started sparge and stuff, I took over. Because he's like, this mash will stick on you if you're not careful.
So, I mean, because he's letting you do more now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's still overseeing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Especially, more
he's,
difficult stuff.
He's at least in the tap room.
Yeah.
And, I'm off to my own devices.
I mean, I know there's been a couple beers where he's just like, all right, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But he's usually running off to go do something else.
Yeah.
And, we'll come back.
That used to, man, what's funny is that used to scare the shit out of me because I'm just like, oh, I'm going to fuck up.
And now you're just like,
I'm just like,
whatever.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
I got this, man.
Deuces.
Yeah.
All right. This is good. I like this.
this a lot.
Yeah. It's definitely a Pilsner.
It is a great summer beer. If this was, cold, it'd be really good.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still good for room temp.
Oh, yeah.
That says a lot.
It still has some chill to it.
It's still it's very clean.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I get some of the I feel like I get lemongrass out of that a little bit.
Not as much as the Whoopsie Daisy.
Yeah.
And
Or,
that's probably
I
because
feel
of some of the other stuff in it. You said lilac.
I definitely get the floral honey. I get so much honey off the nose.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like I taste a little bit of that.
Yeah, I get the lilac as well.
Yeah.
God, this is a good beer.
Yeah. No, this is solid. I don't think we've had any of their stuff before.
I don't think so.
This is good, though.
Oh, Zeke almost fell down the stairs. God damn
He
it.
occasionally does.
I'm sorry, buddy. Hey.
I gotta follow up. All right. Well, we'll finish this beer, but I think this we struggled a little bit on this episode because we didn't really come into it with any plan.
Well, no, the last one we recorded off-site, so...
Yeah, and then that was just basically just having discussion, and there was a lot of beer drinking on that one because we had Ellie Miranda stuff we had to get through.
Yeah, that was a wild
But then
episode.
I figured we were just going to end up doing those, but no, it was in between each one, we did another one.
Yeah, and then we did
But then we did split it 5 ways.
Yeah, but I mean, still, over the course of almost 2 hours, that was a lot of fucking beer.
Yeah.
And then we still had to stay put for the meeting.
For the ZZ Hops meeting, yeah. Which that was a cool thing.
That was cool.
I mean, I didn't, dude. I ended up basically just being a server at that point.
Yeah, me too. It felt, I'm just like, ooh, my server instincts are kicking in. And
yeah, exactly. Well, and it was funny because like everybody's like, you guys were all like starting to like, all right, how are we gonna do the glasses? I'm just like, I just ran off and grabbed the serving trays from the chive.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, Natural's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're just gonna carry them out 2 at a time. Like, it's gonna take 10 minutes.
Fuck that. Especially with some of those beers. Like, man, when I was pouring that last one, that
take one, pass it around.
When the one that had been light struck.
Oh yeah, the kickstand.
That was so bad.
That shit was stanky. But I mean, it goes to show. Like, didn't you do that with Michelle?
Yeah. So Friday, like, because she didn't seem to just understand the whole concept of it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we poured.
Was it Whoopsie?
It ended up being Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Because she's struggling with kickstand right now. She likes kickstand, but she's really been loving the Whoopsie Daisy.
Sorry, Michelle.
Yeah, it's about to go bye-bye.
That beer will never, ever, ever come back.
I love how you've been still telling people, like, I could.
I know where I fucked up, and it could happen again, but guess what? It won't happen again.
I'm not going to make that mistake.
No.
So the idea is I would have to do it intentionally.
Yeah, and I can't replicate mistakes.
No. Well, let's see, that's saying, like, if you wait long enough, like, because we got the Common getting ready to come back out.
I'm excited for that beer.
And I'm just like, God, I really wish I remembered what this was like, but that was almost 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But so did she notice a difference in the flavor?
So,
did it get as skunky as it did?
Not as skunky, and I chalked that up with, so that's why I ended up putting a coaster on top of it as well. And so there was, for like me and Clancy, there was a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
She caught it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because, like,
to the untrained mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensory palate, if you will.
Yeah.
And I was talking about part of that up. I was like, okay, it was in an enclosed container, and then we were talking about it, like, and he did that, however many days before, so that it just continued.
Yeah.
Once it started, it continued.
Yeah.
Where we literally did it.
And when he brought it in, it was still cold.
Yes.
Right.
Because he did it. He light struck it, brought it in, and it was cold, and we put it in the fridge too.
Yeah.
And it's like with Michelle's, like, we poured half a pour in a regular glass, took it outside, put a coaster on top and a crowler on top of that to kind of do the sealing effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, there's people that freaking leave their glasses out all the time and continue drinking it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get skunked. And I'm like, okay, that leads me to believe that by sealing it, it's trapping some of that in.
Yeah.
And so me and Clancy were discussing a little bit further, and so it's like the idea is like, okay, he light struck it and then it stayed sealed.
Yeah.
So then it keeps just
cycling.
Just
yeah.
And so, like, with hers, is like we put it out for 5 minutes, brought it in, and immediately tried to drink it, and do a sensory on it.
It's probably pretty subtle.
So it was very subtle, but you could
tell
a difference on it for sure.
Well, we're about an hour in.
I know. I was gonna say, like, we should probably go ahead and get this one wrapped up.
Yeah, this feels good.
All right. Yeah. No, it was good. Good to be back in the dungeon, because especially with how hot it is.
Oh my god, I miss the dungeon.
Yeah, I really want to get it done. Like, I've just determined, like, if I have the...
You want to get a dungeon?
Nah, I'm not going to make it an actual dungeon. I want to get it done, but I'm going to try and make it like an actual... I pretty much just want to make it almost like an underground bar.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because, like, with the way the stairs are coming down to it, it gives me that, like, O'Malley's feel.
Yeah, just, like, walk in and then it's like, oh, wow, look at this space.
Yeah. Because, like, it's a small little staircase.
Yeah.
But then, like, make it much more nicer lounge area. Because, for podcasting and recording other stuff. And because, we definitely need to start getting some more guests on, too.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely want to get Zach on.
That'd be fun.
We've talked about trying to see if we can get Centric on.
Yeah. Maybe just have Nolan come over and...
Yeah. Have Nolan come over so that way he doesn't have to share a mic.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nolan. But
sorry.
It was definitely a good learning experience for me, too.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't done anything more than, the two people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And to bring the the show on the road.
Yeah, that was a new experience as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because the only other time we've moved this thing is when we did the trailer that we pretty much did at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're, getting it figured out.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Episode 20-something or another.
25-ish.
Whatever.
That's what we're down. 25. Yeah. Nice. Well, on that note,
That was a good buy burp.
we already did that one.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's called a callback, Brian.
Yeah, it was. We had a couple callbacks today.
We've had a call. Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on the.
We're not doing a greatest hits. We're not going to call this the callback
Yeah, but
episode.
we're working on the Porticians canon.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we're advancing it. For people like Scott who thinks we need an intro.
We do need an intro, but we don't need a.
We don't need the typical intro because we're not normal.
He just ran up there already. I didn't even throw the damn thing.
He's standing a little at the top of the stairs.
You ready, Zeke? You ready?
Get him. I got him. Knocked him back down the stairs. Don't barrel roll down the stairs, please. All right.
On that one.
Anyway, cheers, everybody.
Toodles.